I was waiting for Chris to say something on that one. He's like, I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Terrific.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a cold, brisk,
So rainy Saturday night in Chicago.
Wednesday morning. I wake up. I get woken up by a nice little breeze. Windows open. Hits 60 degrees.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I go outside. I decided to work out outside because it's so nice out.
Yep.
I woke up on Thursday morning.
Yep.
I wanted to die.
Got a haircut yesterday. I had a lot of hair around the ears.
Keeping you nice and warm.
Thought I got to get rid of this. Today I regret that.
I was
like, can I get a face mask for? I need more face masks to just put around my head.
Everywhere.
I've been masking up all week, and it's not that I'm really concerned about COVID, just because my face full.
Oh yeah.
I've been doing the same thing.
I always when I'm on Friday nights when we walk to dinner, immediately I'll put a face mask on because you're so much warmer. Like
Yep.
Ridiculous.
I'm just like in my own mask and warm my face.
At least you got good breath. Remember that was the thing. People hated wearing the mask because they had to smell their own breath.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing. Maybe go to a dentist jacket.
Or get some mints.
Get some mints. Yeah, crush up
That
some
was
mints.
that was a big ad campaign that one of them had.
Here's a nice little thing that I happened upon. I always like to carry gum, and I carry gum in my back pocket. And anytime we're going somewhere, I don't have my mask on. I keep my mask in that back pocket with the gum, and then you put that on. All you're doing is smelling minty freshness,
And ladies, just
Little
think
life
about
hack.
that. You know how considerate this young man is? Always with a piece of gum, just in case. He's got the spontaneous kiss. He's got to throw in a piece of gum for.
Yeah.
Always prepared. This man is a Boy Scout at life.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night. If you need to check us out at Instagram and Twitter, where you going, Chris?
The YouTubes.
That joke never gets old. Are we gonna get the Joe Rogan joke this week?
Oh, we know it. I'm waiting for it. I got teed up.
I know. I listen. It's kind
of one week it'll be our clip, that 1 minute clip where it's like the 200th week in a row. Chris makes fun of Joe Rogan and his horse tranquilizers.
I listened to his. Wow, that wasn't English, but I listened to his Ron White interview and it was great. So just in case you guys need a good interview for the flight, Joe Rogan, Ron White, perfection.
They talked to Ron White about horse tranquilizers.
He actually did.
That's the Aaron Rodgers podcast, actually.
And you can check us out on on Twitter and Instagram at Podcast SMP. You can write to us at the SMP Podcast at gmail.com. We are on YouTube. We're on all streaming platforms at this point. We are proudly brought to you by DLM Tax and Accounting. We are halfway through. We're almost in December. Can you guys imagine next week is Thanksgiving?
Yep.
One of my favorite holidays is Blackout Wednesday. It's a holiday.
It is a holiday.
What are you talking about?
It's the holiday of the people.
It's the holiday season.
Oh man, vacation with Pat Lynch is just gonna be amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, you two talking. Well, we'll get back to DLM Tax and Accounting. I apologize, DLM Tax and Accounting. We have to pause this because you two talking about that our first Vegas trip together. You guys always bring up the most miserable times. That trip, I remember being just absolutely a ball. We saw LMFAO. That's a bull ride.
That wasn't our first time there.
That was my first time there.
No, you weren't there with Leila the first time, were you? Wasn't
Yes.
there just three of us?
Yeah, that was the one where I saved you guys the embarrassment of getting on Spirit Airlines.
Yes.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Did we do a club the second night or no?
No, we went to the strip club.
Oh yes, nice.
Oh, is that where you guys discovered the $1 beer night?
Oh yeah, I had
$1 beer night. You got 2 tickets, 2 free drink tickets, and Nolan decided to blow cigar smoke into the stripper's face and got her very
Well,
angry.
we'll get back to dealing tax and accounting if you need a tax accountant. If you need a tax accountant, this is the time to start. If you're looking to change, it's probably good to start working with a tax accountant now. They are available. You can check them out at dlmtax.com or shoot them an email at admin@dlmholdings.net. Chris, it's enough of the business as we skip around in there.
It didn't feel like it was the business.
I was the business. Did you not like that?
You were all over the place.
Do we need to redo it for you?
You were all over on tangents.
Please, God, no.
Okay, well, for Chris, for all our fans out there, DLM Tax and Accounting.
Please tell them how we can find the S&P podcast on the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
The
Well, hey,
S&P
listen.
peers want to know.
We owe the fans a shot.
Yep.
Yay.
This is going to be 1 year and a week.
Yep.
Patrick.
Oh, we also forgot to tell you that our favorite guest of all time, returning for the 700th time, Sexy Patsy is here this week.
700 time and 50 episodes.
And 50. Well, how many episodes, Pat?
I don't know, 50 something.
Come on! You need
That's
to-
another Goldschlager
Yeah,
shot
that's-
if I've ever heard it.
Oh, we're going to get you.
Cheers.
Cheers to the
Cheers.
S&P peers.
Cheers.
Wildcats go.
I really prefer the watered down version for the bars.
That is so good.
No, it's not.
So, why is it
If you
so-
don't chew Big Red, then F you.
Ooh. Yeah.
Tastes like Big Red made it with some antifreeze.
I don't know.
That's
if
like
it's-
Joe,
that's
your
like
breath
this-
is sitting me fresh.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I think about what arsenic
Didn't even
tastes
need
like,
the
it's
gum.
probably this. It's probably this tastes like.
You know what's
Are-
weird? You know how like some shots in the next morning it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. This one I don't feel like you ever really taste the next day.
No, this is
You feel it the next day, though.
Oh,
it's
Do you
spicy
ever?
going down. You feel it?
I feel like
I'm assuming because of all the sugar.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I can see that.
Yeah, well, any shot is kind of
Yeah.
tough the next day.
Yeah.
That's why tomorrow's got to be. It's got to be a little bit of a light night, boys, or that's
What?
Gonna, we gotta,
What?
Come on now.
What?
We got a Saturday full of drinking, baby.
You're on vacation,
Listen,
bro.
you come in hard.
What time is the IV coming as well?
You wake up-
Are we
You
doing?
wake
Are we
up-
doing it Saturday? The question is, are we going to spend $200 on? So, if, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be in Vegas. The S&P podcast, the Saturday Night Pregame, is bringing its talent to Las Vegas.
And
for the
our
weekend.
S&P peers are very upset with Pierre being like, it's going to be a light time.
I'm not saying
they're
light time
talking.
every night. I'm saying maybe Friday night. So
They're
is
ready.
no one else scared for Brian and Max?
I am.
We
Fuck
had a
'em.
conversation with us last week.
Oh, I
Joe on
cussed.
the way
I
home.
knew
Terrified.
that. I cussed.
Okay, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, well, we're gonna jump around today. It's gonna be
Yeah.
the jump around podcast.
Peter's thrilled because
Wait, I'm sorry.
Here's what I'm concerned about. Sunday, the game started
Hey,
at
no.
9:30 in the morning.
Pierre, please tell him why Joe's in trouble for swearing.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
If you're a first-time listener, which I know you're not, we have two rules on the
We see
Saturday
you,
night.
Lauren.
We have two rules on the Saturday Night Pregame podcast.
Every week.
One more time, Pat. Give me that again.
I actually heard my vocal cords do that.
One, you do not swear in the first 15 minutes. Two, you don't be a jerk. And unfortunately, Joe, for the probably
19th time.
has hit the swear jar.
Yep.
And Pierre's going to be thrilled because the
I'm
swear
still-
jar is empty, so he gets to fill it up with whatever he wants now.
It's actually the square jar presented by Joe Keneally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we got to refill it up. But no, okay. So I thought about this when we were and so again we're back to the Vegas talk because
Yep.
we've been jumping around.
So I was thinking about this regarding Max and Brian.
And Brian will be okay with I think he'll be okay with the club because it's music he at least enjoys.
Yeah, Max is not a big club guy, but he's always down to like hang out with the
Yeah.
squad. So he's fine. But what I'm thinking is we can't do what we can't do is be like, oh, why aren't you drinking? Like once these guys start slowing down, they'll stop.
Yeah.
They'll stop. And so I think we go at our level,
Yeah.
and then when they fall off, let them fall off.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think we've ever pressured anybody to drink.
I don't know if that's
Come on, Chris.
100%
Back me up,
accurate.
baby. Back me
It's
up.
not it's not pressure when you just here's a Coors Light, here's a Coors Light.
No
Yeah, next
one
thing
is
you got, like,
pushing it to your lips. We're just friendly people who are
Yeah,
considerate.
yeah, Brian's got 4 Coors Lights.
You know what?
The way I look,
No,
at it,
you're-
the way I look at it is, I don't see that as pressuring it. I feel like you're just getting them around. Like I literally think you're getting them around. You don't want them to feel like you're excluding them out.
Yeah.
And I want to be excluded so badly.
What I think it is like there are some times, when you're out in a group of, 3 to 6 gentlemen, 5 gentlemen,
Three of them who are alcoholics.
3 to yeah. And
Three?
and
I mean,
There's
7
four.
of them.
And-
7.
4.
and
Who are you
7.
excluding?
Yeah.
what
Joe?
I was
What-
gonna cut Chris out. Chris is pretty tame usually.
Chris?
what tends to happen
He
is
hasn't never seen that drunk.
Yeah.
People-
Well, let Joe get his bit out. please.
people they get the opposite of thirsty. They're very their
not parched.
thirst is quenched. All right?
A lot sooner than us. I get it.
A lot sooner, and usually it's when it's their time to buy a round. That just happens to happen
Or
every once in a while.
Or
So
they fall off when it's Pat's turn to buy around.
But what I think we should do is just, hey, you
Someone's
don't want to
had a
buy
good time,
around?
Peter.
No worries. It is your round. Just grab for us. We'll grow
Yeah.
up and grab you water or something.
Yeah.
I just gotta make sure. We just gotta make sure that when we get into a club, we don't drink too much because getting the hiccups and there's water there. You gotta pay for water. Water ain't free.
Well, the other thing is, we're going to probably get there like when the club opens. And Stevie Aoki's
Club
not
doesn't
coming.
open until 10:30.
Yeah, but he's not coming on until
10:30,
probably
yep.
2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're late. I thought it'd be more like a midnight.
No, midnight. I'm assuming the first act will come on at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's like, I got like a bedtime, like 1:30. I got to
Yeah.
Just think it'll be
Which is
4
why I
o'clock
think-
Chicago time,
Which is why I
which
think
is the normal time we're
Hey,
coming
well,
home.
let's call Frank on Monday.
we don't have to worry about Saturday morning too much. That it's not like we have to be anywhere.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So the concert's on Saturday night, which means Sunday morning games start at 9:30.
Yeah.
No, they started. at 10.
Well, listen. Here's what we
You gotta
do.
be up by 9:30.
We finish our time at
at the club
Omni.
at 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
We go to White
straight-
Castle and we go straight to the sports book and get our spots and just sleep there.
I think though you should. Sportsbook will probably open up. Put in the first couple
Yeah.
bets.
No, we're gonna put the bets in on Saturday when I'm not hammered making them.
Oh yeah. Well then
Yeah,
let's
we're
do
good.
that.
That's why we did the FanDuel team earlier today.
Yes. And we won last week, baby.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we've not brought this up because we've done very poorly. There's 20 people in there. We are 19 of 20 in the league.
But not last week, baby.
And because Frank, who invited us into the league, has only made picks twice. No, 3 times. 3 times.
So
Thank
we'd
you,
be in last
Franklin.
place.
Thank
We
you,
would
Franklin.
1,000% be in last place. I don't know how it's possible, but Pat Lynch, the man,
The myth.
steps
The
up.
legend.
Steps up when Joe does not feed his fans another win. Takes Tampa gets hurt. And our man Pat Lynch steps up for the team.
Oh, we lost to Joe C. Lock of the Century of the Week.
He was on a...
He was 50-50.
Oh.
Yep, he was 50-50. But
He did
also
get Dallas thrashing the Atlanta Falcons, though.
thrashing.
That game was so bad they cut it off on TV. Like, this is a slaughter. We're gonna put
They
your game
cut
more
every
competitive.
game out there.
They did.
And we had... And
The Yuck and Years.
I had the worst week in fantasy football because I know everybody cares about that. And Pat Lynch's FanDuel made Friendsgiving for me much easier. Much easier.
Yeah, Peter might have broke the record for the lowest points scored in my league.
Yeah, that's how bad our team is.
Well, when Alvin Kamara goes out 5 minutes before the game starts, what are you supposed to do?
I'm not blaming you.
Come on, people.
I'm just saying it.
And when Calvin Ridley takes his ball and goes home, you know. Come on.
My defense in the
When Aaron
first.
Rodgers gets immunized instead of vaccinated, also
Yeah,
gets
what
confused.
is going on in the world?
My defense
That was
got
wrong.
negative 6 points in the first quarter and never got those points back.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Joe, you were on a real hot streak there at the beginning, and your team is just
Listen.
is crapped the bed with injuries.
Saquon's back. I got Russell. He didn't do too hot last week, but maybe
I hope
a late
no,
season
it's
turn.
gonna be. He's gonna come back because me and Joe.
I
we'll be
need
playing each other.
this win. Otherwise, I'm out.
You know what
I
my
so do I.
Literally, one of us is getting eliminated.
you know what my
We're
favorite thing
playing
is?
Yeah.
Is one of your running
We're gonna
backs
get
out, and I have the backup.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to Joe at about 5 a.m. on
I already-
Saturday
I
about his
already-
lineup choices.
Yeah.
We're gonna guide Joe to the right lineup.
Joe, you don't listen to them. You only talk to me about this.
I'm gonna get a bald cap and get a fake beard and start talking to get some stilts and start talking to Joe Saturday 5 a.m.
I would love to see Pat in a bubble cap. That would be great. Just a ball cap, yeah.
And a fake beard too.
Okay, boys. What do we want to start with tonight? So we got a pretty nice hefty pregame today. Started with the Fireball. We can step away from the whiskey.
Yes, let's.
But we're gonna take it anyways. It's a bourbon.
Yeah.
We got a bourbon.
Flavor
Yes,
Art,
let's.
they liked our stuff this
Yes, they
week.
did.
That was very cool.
was that?
Thank you.
Flavor. Thank you, Flavor. We have one more.
They're gonna like a lot of ours in the next couple of weeks.
Wait, do you think they saw the things here for that? Is it in here?
Yeah.
Wait, I want-
That's a coaster, dog.
You pop it up.
Thanks, you silly goose.
Well, stop being a pansy and just pull it out.
Okay, so we'll do the whiskey then. Because Chris McGraw, he's the big
Let's
man on
do it.
campus over there. It's okay,
I am.
man.
I took a full shot, unlike you.
I'll take a full shot.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, somebody doesn't
Sorry,
have
it had a little tidbit left in it.
Yeah.
Well, you would have thought the thing was like full to the brim by the way you were complaining.
Yeah.
Can't wait to change your lineup on Sunday morning, Joe.
Okay, Joseph, it is your turn to read.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do as well as Chris did?
I wish I could.
If Chris didn't have his great rant, his clip would have been him reading.
Oh, that would even be
How
better.
he's made up words through? Yeah, it was great.
All All right, so this is the one right here. Like this front part
Yes.
is that.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you
Fans,
just, and then
I
you-
hate Pat Lynch.
All right, so from Flaviar, we got the Coopersea Excelsior straight bourbon whiskey,
Ooh, nice.
48% volume,
Like it.
with tidbits of peach, caramel,
Ooh.
a little bit of black pepper,
Ooh.
some spicy bonfire,
You like
Oh,
it?
little bit of the wood, some
Oh, give him the wood, Joe.
some vanilla, a sprinkle of grain,
Sprinkle.
and then
Sprinkles.
they end it with a hit of the oak.
Oh.
This sounds like it's gonna be a lot of dark wood.
Yeah, this
Lot of dark wood on this
You ever-
one, boys.
You ever take a bite of redwood? You're
You're
gonna learn
All the
today.
time.
The McGraws, Brian Hamilton, Lawrence Lynch, and a couple other guys went 16 on New England.
Yeah, big points.
What'd you go with?
I went with 11.
I see. And this one, I think you go big or you go home.
And they're up 13-0 right now. Started the third quarter.
Oh, that's not a very smart move. I
Oh yeah,
apologize, Joe.
no worries, man.
That's only all the podcasts.
All right, so
I'm
last
very
little
good.
bit of the Patrick's Flaviar. All right, boys, let's get in there.
Wow.
I'm sure we're gonna get a new one. Also, we have an advent calendar of beer in my basement.
And we have an Advent calendar Flaviar. So, hey, listen, ladies
We
and
have
gentlemen.
whiskey from last year's advent calendar to still drink.
So, if you were
It's been
thinking,
aged like a fine wine.
if you were thinking the Saturday Night
2006
Pregame podcast was going anywhere, we have lots of reasons to stay around. And
Not
oh yeah.
We have lots of reasons to disappoint all.
And
You're-
every
you're-
single one
Cheers,
of
guys.
those reasons
Lauren,
is
we're talking to
drinking.
Your promises have not been answered. Oh Jesus!
That's not bad.
Tastes like a lot of wood.
No, it absolutely does. Ooh, it's got a nice kick at the burn to the back.
You know what
Burn to the
this
back of the throat.
I'm
You know what
feeling
this-
warm after the 2 shots we've had.
honestly tastes like?
What's that?
When you walk into the lumber yard at Home Depot.
Yeah. Oh,
That's like
legitimately the perfect.
100% what that tastes like.
I like the one last week better.
That one was
The
light.
one last week was very light.
Yeah. This
It was-
this
it was
is
the
a
same-
real kick in the back of the throat. It's
was
not a
just-
bad flavor.
No, yeah.
But it's a real kick. Real kick.
I feel like Nick Offerman would drink this on the regular.
Yes.
Like he'd be working in his wood shop, carving out a canoe or
This
something.
is,
biting-
this
biting
is not,
cedar.
Biting
This is
cedar.
not a Scotch, but this
It's close.
This is close.
Yeah.
This is probably as close as you can get to it.
Nice. You guys gonna be okay with them smacking lips? Oh man, it's red as shit. You are so red.
Oh man!
I feel very warm after this.
Pat,
Lit up.
are
Wow.
you having an allergic
That's what I was
reaction?
thinking.
I don't know. I don't think
Do we
so.
need an EpiPen?
Who's got the EpiPen?
I don't think I'm allergic
Well,
to anything, to be
if next week it's 3 hosts and 1 less.
honest. They left me in Vegas.
No, you died tonight.
You didn't make it in the plane.
Well, let's didn't pay for it yet then.
Oh, damn, he's right.
We owe you too for the flight back
Yeah,
though,
and you owe me for the Airbnb.
and the Airbnb.
I'm only
yeah.
paying if I make it back.
I've asked you numerous times for.
We'll take care of that later.
Hey, I still haven't paid Chris for Uber trips in Philadelphia, so.
That's an end of the year type expense.
You know what I wanted to get into? I thought this was kind of funny. This has nothing to do with anything, but kind
Let's
of
do
the
it.
club vibe.
Tangent.
Have you guys seen? I know I got a good feeling, and I don't know if maybe I'm dumb and we brought this up already, but I believe you've seen the Island Boys, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the?
You showed us this last week.
I think I showed this to you guys.
Was it on the podcast or was it just? us?
No,
it was
it was
separate.
before or
I
after
haven't
the
seen
It
podcast.
was those dumbasses with the weird
I'm an
hair.
Island Boy. I'm
Yeah.
Island Boy.
Island Boys.
No.
It's not
Okay,
good.
now we have to show it to you. But
It
the best
is-
part.
Show it to him later and get to the story, though.
No. What are we
I'm
doing?
playing the team named Island Boys in fantasy this week.
That's what they named
This is all
themselves
about.
after. Yeah.
There's an even better part. There's an update to the Island Boys.
I heard about this
This
today.
water in the fridge.
Oop,
Is this
oop,
trademark
oop.
copywritten?
Ah!
We're getting copyright violation here?
I don't know. I hope not.
So let me
We're-
give a little background.
yeah,
to
give me a
this
little
as you
background
pull
on
up. So these two nice fellows from Florida,
Where else
Go-
would they be from?
absolutely viral.
Thank you, Joe.
I mean,
Pepsi.
like the AIDS epidemic in the 80s, just viral because
Oh, that's how it works.
they start singing or they start rapping and it's like a 30 to 50 second clip
Yeah, it's 103.
and they're like I don't know if they're freestyling but they're sitting in the pool with full on like below the kneecap basketball shorts,
That's not the worst violation.
no shirt, and then
Maybe
they
the worst
look like LL Cool J with like the dreads going up in the
Oh,
air,
yeah.
like
Wait, LL Cool J look like that at some point?
yeah, he had the spikes
Yeah.
coming up.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
the
Or
little,
no, sorry, not LL
oh
Cool J.
no, no. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Bill.
Who sang the intro to the Keenan and Kel show?
Oh, I know what you're talking about too.
What?
I can see it.
Coolio.
Coolio.
Yeah,
That's
I
who
can
it
see
is.
I
Yeah,
can see
Coolio. Looking like Coolio, but they're white and they're
No,
like,
I think they're Puerto Rican.
Oh, are they? Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Or Cuban.
Okay, gotcha.
Dad's dying over here.
It is, and they the Island Boys.
Yes. All right, ready?
Stare at the sun
I
like
wanna
some
see it.
Island Boys.
Chris's eyes were the top of his head.
I'm a just Island Boy. And that's basically the whole video.
Yeah, that's literally it. But there was a update to that this week.
Ooh, new video.
Oh, good lord, what the hell was that?
These guys are absolute pieces of shit.
It's instead of Island Boys, the Island Men.
Oh no! This is even worse. These
Oh.
guys are
Oh,
absolute.
please tell me they start daggering the dartboard at Lottie's.
They're about to
Like
get
Joe
daggered.
Keely did the one
They're
time.
about to get daggered, probably.
Get stabbed. The one definitely looked like he's gonna get stabbed.
Hold on. Yeah, no, they were like they've had a really checkered past too, so they're
Yeah.
just absolutely the worst.
That surprised me. They look like good Christian boys.
Yeah. Tatted from like the chest up.
Whenever you get a chest tattoo, you know it's a good start to your life.
Yeah. And they're young guys. Like I
Oh
don't
yeah, here you go. So
Island Boys
so
too.
so here, and I'll give you a little bit of a. Let's not listen to this guy. So this one of the idiots punches his girlfriend in the face.
Oh
Gives
no!
her-
In
gives
the
her-
video.
Oh no!
No, just like
This is right after. She goes Instagram live on his ass. Oop, sorry.
You see, he's wearing one of those crowns from medieval
Oh
times.
shit!
So she beats his ass.
Good for her.
Okay, so she was very upset, screaming at him.
Good for her.
Slaps this chick in the, so I punches her in the face. She has a bloody lip. She's like, nah, that ain't, you're hitting the wrong woman. Grabs him by his, whatever thing he has coming out of his head.
one of his dreads.
He
Is
just
that a
starts-
dread? Is that what that is?
Just starts
I
wailing on him.
assume
And,
It's like a unicorn.
one of the spikes coming out of his head.
and he starts crying.
Yeah.
The whole video he's crying.
He's
Let
getting,
go of my hair!
he's getting charged too. I
Good,
think.
I hope he does.
Did you guys see
Yeah.
what happened with Zach Stacy today?
I didn't realize there was a video.
Former
Zach
running back?
Stacy, former Rams running back.
Yes. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
not a good video.
Oh
no.
Not good.
dang.
Not good. Not
What
good.
did he do?
It was like I think his girlfriend had or his former girlfriend who was a kid with him had I think she had one of those house cameras, where it shows her living room, and he's comes in. I don't know what they were. I don't know the whole story about why they were mad at each other. The little kids on the couch thing. He takes his girlfriend throws her the TV. She falls down. The TV falls on her. And then he throws the TV off. She starts hitting her a couple times.
Oh!
And then walks out of the house.
Zach, baby, what in the fuck are you doing?
Not good.
You know who wouldn't do that? A nice Christian man, Kurt Warner, who's got a movie coming out.
That's a good way to get out of that
Yeah.
conversation.
Jesus.
It was a pretty ugly video. Pretty ugly.
Woof.
Not that good. Maybe I don't know if he didn't know there was a security camera there or just didn't care, but not good.
That's
Wow.
wild.
Holy sweet baby Ray. That's
Let's
insane.
go back to the Island Boy getting his ass beaten. What I love about that situation is,
That it's a guy.
from my understanding of it, she got hit,
Yeah.
then went to Instagram Live,
Yeah.
then beat his ass.
Oh yeah. And he was crying.
So she knew she was
Yeah.
gonna beat his ass. Basically, she knew she was gonna.
She was like, I gotta put this on
Well,
camera. 'cause
she
I'm
also
about
knew.
to
Yeah, she
lay
knew
the
that
smackdown.
she was on camera, so she probably felt maybe just a tad
Maybe
bit
a
safer
little bit,
that he wouldn't
yeah.
do anything back.
Yeah,
Because he knew if he did something,
probably. Yep.
he was not in a good situation.
I mean, they both, from what I understand, have very checkered past with
Domestic.
crime and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
those two guys.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked. I'm shocked.
Not all domestic, but just you know.
No, you're right. Drugs and stuff. Yeah, they're
Call
just.
me shocked.
Did you guys have any? Have you guys been watching at all the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff? I don't want to get into your opinions on it.
Can we get any more?
but-
Let's go Debbie Downer
Oh,
one more
but
here.
we're just
Outside
talking.
of
This
his
is current
horrible,
news.
I've heard
outside
about
of
it.
his horrible crime act, I mean,
I think he's got a future in the NBA with his.
With his crying stuff.
Dude, he got offered an internship from a congressman.
Well,
Must be
but
Republican.
here's the thing. So if you watch, I've never seen any of the videos, but it's so messed up. There's really it's not there's no like anybody really kind of looking at it both ways. It's either he is absolutely innocent and did not go there to cause issues, or he went there to kill people.
I think
Well,
based on the labor of the law, though, there's a strong possibility he will be found not guilty. Just
Yes.
based on how the laws are written.
Exactly.
This is and there's a lot of hubbub about the things that the judge has been doing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hubbub around the way that the prosecutor has been trying to
Yep.
play the case. But the way the law works is a lot of these instances where he was coming into contact with these people are being described as self-defense. Like there was a very famous scene during this court case where their big like star witness, the one survivor that he shot,
Yeah.
was this guy who I guess was a paramedic of some sort or something like that. So he was going around, and eventually he chases Kyle Rittenhouse, and he pulls a gun on him, or he
Yes.
points a gun on him, at which point Kyle Rittenhouse then shoots him. I think he hits him in the arm or something.
Yep.
And the I think the prosecutor is just like holding his hand
Yes. Yeah.
in his head. He's like,
Absolutely.
oh my gosh, we just lost this case because now it's self-defense.
Yeah.
Where I think a lot of people have issue with the fact that he traveled
Yes.
into this state, given
Yeah,
the situation,
Exactly.
and the way the judge is presenting this is like that stuff that happened beforehand is not part of this case.
Based on the law, that is kind of accurate.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like this.
It's kind of
weird-
irrelevant how he got there.
Exactly.
It's the fact of when you start attacking him, he is allowed to defend himself.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so I think that's where
Whether now what that's not saying is right, I'm just saying that's kind of
That's what it's
they
going
tried to-
that's the letter of the law. And if you're following the law,
Yeah.
It's
If
a
you
very-
also watch the video where the guy with the skateboard hits him, there's a person in that crowd that also has a gun. You can see it. They stop the clip. There's a guy with a gun.
yeah.
So it's again like, it's
Now-
a
now-
very scary
wild
situation.
you
time-
could also
this
argue
happened.
if your goal is to go there and administer first aid as he suggests, then you don't really
Yeah.
need an AR-15 to do that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
That's
think
the- yeah.
if
So
you
that's a
look-
whole other question that that's not
Yeah.
part of the law. Unfortunately,
here's where the issue comes in, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the whole situation, kid shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
or at least not armed.
Right. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. He was
Yeah.
what, 17 at the time that this thing
Leave
happened?
this to the professionals.
And then two, it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm just thinking of like, it would be like stepping into the UFC octagon and then getting punched in the face and being like, why did that happen? It's like you don't put yourself in a situation where that should happen. Now the issue is the law, and given each instance, he's clear.
Yeah.
He's in his legal right to do what he did, but you're like, you put yourself in that situation.
Yeah.
And
Because
that's
here's
the
the
issue,
issue
that I think a lot of
But
people
you can't
have.
charge him for you can't charge intent. You can charge in that kind of case.
It's something like that. And so now they're trying to
I've just
get
never
a
seen any of the
mistrial
videos, so I
and-
wanted to go. I actually just went and researched it and looked at it a little bit, and it's like, man, I'm just so glad I'm not on that jury. I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, interestingly enough, the jury that got picked, because North Point, Kenosha, where this trial is going on,
Yep.
heavily black population.
Yeah.
Only 2 people on the jury are black.
Yeah.
So they were saying, oh well,
So they scraped the minority. groups.
They should ask for
the
change of
lawyers picking the jury were saying, oh no, there's bias, so we have to eliminate these people.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, now you're not a jury of your peers. This in and of itself is kind of jacked up. And you can make an argument for and
Either way,
against.
yeah.
I'm not saying one or the other, but
But both the other thing is
There's a lot of-
prosecution did also allow. They have a right into
Yeah.
saying yes or no. To
Yeah,
the
you
jury.
can veto. Both sides can veto people.
It's a very interesting case.
the lady who helped pick the jury for the defense, Kyle Rittenhouse, is the same lady who helped pick the jury for the O.J. Simpson trial.
And he's gotten a ton of money from outside
actors
sources.
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right, like not right one.
Wait, Kyle Rittenhouse does?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gotten a lot of money from like
Really
actors who lean more towards the right side of things.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A lot of people who are like big, like hardcore, like to the
Yes.
way right, we'll call them that.
Yeah.
Way right are really pulling for him to get a not guilty plea, and they're willing to fund his cases.
So yeah, the whole thing it's interesting though. I really do. I think it's a great test for kind of how stand your ground. Rules will
Representative Matt Gaetz open to offering Kyle Rittenhouse internship.
yeah, he's
This is so ridiculous. Like,
But all that is
Posture.
well, no, it's fame chasing. Like he would like him to. He's trying to get his name out, put his name in with this because it helps his base.
Where's he from, Joe?
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Doesn't surprise me.
It's just
Isn't that the guy who's got issues with taking on? I think he hired. Yeah, I think he hired like he had a guy who would get him prostitutes. But I could be wrong. Maybe you shouldn't say that out loud. But I think that's an S&P fact. But I could be right.
It's a real fact. 100% fact too. That's accurate, Peter. Peter's been researching this all week.
No, I thought it was really interesting because it's so much in the news. Like all Twitter is like juries.
Alleged sexual relation with a 17-year-old girl and whether this violated federal sex trafficking laws.
Yes, like
you can't bring your girls from out of state.
But he got it from a friend, not a friend. He got it through a person that hooked the connection up. So it's kind of.
Chris, we haven't heard from you in like 10 minutes. You want to talk about something else?
No.
And okay, so but damn it, I have one more.
It's
thing.
a wild world,
He's got
man.
the LT
It is. I think
defense.
it's really
wild
interesting to kind of.
world.
There's another thing I can't now. It's slipping my mind. It's also probably not the best. Oh, did you? Okay, this is. We're gonna keep it negative for a little bit longer. Did you guys hear about the attempted robbery of the Brinks, like the money truck?
No.
Pierre told me about this.
I saw it today. They have live camera feeds now.
Is this the one in South Africa where?
No. This is in Chicago.
Oh wow. Okay.
So they tried to rob an armored truck.
Mm-hmm.
They failed. So 4 guys tried to rob an armored truck.
Got it.
Failed.
Yep.
One guy went and robbed a cell phone store and stole a bunch of stuff. The cops are chasing these guys. 2 of the guys killed 2 of the other robbers.
Wait, 2 of the robbers killed the other robbers? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they were upset that they weren't able to.
So get the iPhone 6s, man. You got the iPhone.
No, because they didn't get the armored truck.
Yeah.
So, it's like almost a movie. They don't know the whole details, but
It's
they
not
know.
easy to rob an armored truck. I don't think they know that.
No, yeah.
No.
But 2 of the guys
They're
killed
called
2 of
armed
their
for a
co.
reason.
And then the other 2 ran into this office building. And the only reason the police knew it's because a bystander saw these 2 random guys running into an office building, and they called the cops. And it's the only reason they got caught.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And
Did that happen this week?
Yeah, that was like 2 days ago.
Wow.
In the 80s, there was this big group that these 2 guys that were like, it was a long story, but they tried to rob these armored cars like 3 or 4 times. They finally realized that like the armored trucks are hard to rob, so they actually started robbing banks.
Oh, yeah.
Because the armored trucks like you can't put a bullet through there, and they're like,
Yep.
give me the money. And they're like, go ahead, shoot.
Yeah. No, you got to catch them. The mob used to be really good at that. They would catch the armored trucks.
Because they'd pay off the drivers too. To get the
Yeah,
money.
well that too. Yeah, absolutely.
You got a little, give him a little love tap.
Hey,
and
here's a little something. We won't kill your family, and you'll open the truck.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like,
Yeah.
and we'll give you some money. And we're like, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I like this idea.
And then the last one, Chris was telling me about this one. Was kind of crazy. Is the group in Illinois that's going to malls and ripping off like 19 people ripping off. What is the
and Nordstrom, or like they're going to Nordstrom or like the malls, and they're just, I think it's Nordstrom, and they're just stealing the Louis Vuitton bag.
bags, yeah.
Oh, I
now,
just
like,
heard about
How do
this
they get
today.
the little tag off it?
I have no idea, but they're just going. They've gone into Old Orchard somewhere in Northbrook, and they got Oakbrook like yesterday or a couple days ago.
This, yeah.
They've nailed all of them.
I don't know unless I've been to a mall, to be honest.
No. Well, you know what? Actually, retail foot traffic, because of how bad the supply chain is.
Mm-hmm.
People are nervous and they're not going to. People have been shopping for Christmas gifts since like before October.
Dude, people have been talking about it for maybe a
September.
month now.
Yeah.
I haven't even
A
considered
month
starting.
plus.
Oh, I know.
And they're saying, yeah, supply chain's going to be low. You better start shopping now.
So
and it
people are
creates
in-
this
yeah.
panic, and everybody's
Yeah.
going, man.
And that's well.
It was hard to find my iPad. I'll give it that.
Yeah, but that could be the stupid media at the same time.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
It's just
it
fear-mongering.
totally
But-
could.
There's a couple like public companies that own a bunch of these malls, and they're all blowing up because they've never seen this much foot traffic. Because people are scared they're not gonna be able. So they'd rather go in and see and buy it than pray that their stuff gets in on the stuff.
But like
they
the
want
Apple
it.
Store, like I couldn't get an iPad delivered to any Apple Store in the remote Chicagoland area.
Really?
What is there any reason for that or?
Because none of them had it. They were like the ship. Like I could got like the one from Apple would have been like shipped to your store like December 15th. I'm like, that's not gonna do me any good.
So what'd you do? Just go to the store and buy it?
No, you could do it. You can't. They're not in the stores.
Oh, so you just bought it online, and got it delivered to the. I'm confused.
Got it on Amazon.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they're a third party seller.
Got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean that's the Saturday night pregame. crime section of the podcast.
Yeah.
Let's.
If you're still listening after that nonsense.
Well, I think
Going down in Chicago, baby.
And then you want to talk about if you're not getting robbed by criminals, you're getting robbed by political criminals who don't want to fund their pensions.
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go to that one.
I saw that article.
It just makes me so mad.
I didn't read it. Like I scrolled up and down on it. I'm like, that's too long. I'm not bothering with this crap.
I read
Look
it.
at the pie graphs, Peter.
I read it and I was like, hey Elon, help us out.
You know how much he sold $18 billion worth of Tesla stock.
Yeah.
And then the Tesla bulls are driving it up, and he's just like, you guys are got to be the silliest people in the world.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's a meme stock, bro. Reddit's got control of it.
You know, I'll throw a stock. I was in. There's a SPAC, SPAC that Trump's involved with, and Nancy Pelosi absolutely hates Trump, and it's having the SEC look into it. And I bought that one hoping that it would be like one of those meme, like all the Trump fans would go out and kill it.
Go the wrong way, huh?
Oh, it just tanked today. Nancy came in and was like, no! None of you Trump fans are making any money.
I'd like to thank Peter McGraw for buying the stock, because now it's going down, baby.
Nancy brought the hammer.
She took it out today. She's 87, but she got a little sledgehammer.
I don't understand any of that. Like I look at all these like people that are getting voted in or like are still like representatives or senators or Trump 2024. It's like, why do you want an 80-year-old person representing you?
Oh my
God! What the hell is wrong?
The best part is
people?
they were all saying that like 2 years ago that Biden was too old at 78, and Trump will be 78 in the next time 2024 rolls around.
It blows my mind. Like how do you?
I think the same thing, Chris.
Peter, enlighten us on what your point is.
Go ahead, finish it, John.
I was just gonna say let's kind of take this to a light note of sorts. Going back to an old story. I recently came across a video of the meeting in Dallas for the people who were waiting for JFK Jr. and all that.
Nice.
It had the video of the guy who had orchestrated the whole thing.
Were they really disappointed that he didn't come back?
Oh man, dude. Okay, listen. Just listen. So this guy's like spouting out numbers and words randomly, almost like someone possessed by the devil. Just nonsense. And there's a Trump supporter who's so excited she starts crying and then she passes out. And I'm just like, jeez. It is just wild. Like she was just like, and then just goes out. And the guy just keeps spouting his stuff, keeps spouting these weird numbers, and it is just, it's wild. The world is a wild place.
I can jump into that real quick. There's so the Capitol. You know, a lot of those people are now getting their sentences.
Yep.
Oh, didn't they get one of the Kunan leaders?
Yeah, the shaman, Kunan shaman.
The guy with the.
You have to call him a shaman, all right?
I'm not calling him shit.
The buffalo hat.
Yes,
wearing
he
fella.
got 5 years, I think.
Yep.
5 years.
They should have hung him by his testicles.
I can't believe he didn't get more. I'll be honest.
What is a shaman, anyways?
He's a religious person.
People called him a shaman because
Yes.
of the way he was dressed.
He
I don't know if
prays
actually is.
for you.
But I mean, it's like
Yeah, you can't be a
shaman.
leader.
This is like
You
a
tried to
shaman.
overthrow our government.
again, you think about this. Yeah, tried to overthrow the government, attacked a federal building.
Yep. And you get 5
The
years.
federal building.
The federal, yeah, and a lot of them came there to kill.
Isn't that
Like,
treason?
which isn't really played up.
No,
much.
you're right. Yeah, because they were screaming, "Where's Pence? Where's?"
Where's
So-
Pence?
so
Where's
shaman
AOC,
is a person-
Where's, you know.
Doesn't that play into isn't that like the definition of treason?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And it's just
Isn't treason
interesting.
punishable by death or deportation?
Death
Well,
was
you
done
can't
back in the
deport
day,
them.
yes.
They're U.S. citizens, but yes.
No, you
Can
send,
you-
you send them to Guantanamo.
Do you
I
deport
guess.
them? I think it's deportation still an
Where can
option.
you deport them to then?
North Korea.
North Korea.
Nice. Chris
I don't
really
know.
wants-
Squid Games is making its way to North Korea. They're getting it across the border. People are watching it. I've been
Nice.
I really
do
want.
They, do they have internet in North Korea?
hearing. No, a lot of their thing is that they'll transfer stuff on USB.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
how they get stuff across
Do
the
they
border.
actually have
there.
computers? They're allowed to have computers.
Well, I mean, they're not
If you
allowed
found,
to, but
you're
they're
gonna
also
go-
not
you're
allowed
gonna
to
work,
have
yes.
media. You know,
Um,
but they're getting it.
That's got to be so horrible to live under.
I just think you're living Squid Games.
Me and Chris were just talking about this.
I've not
Nobody
seen Squid Games.
understands how
Really
lucky
good.
you are to. I think some people do, but when you stop and really think about how lucky you are to hit the lottery to live in the United States.
Oh
it's-
yeah.
It's pretty insane.
I was not to say, okay, this is not to say racism isn't bad here. I'm not trying to say that. But I was recently reading this thing on the what do you call it? Like Switzerland the Netherlands. What is that area called?
Well, they're very different things.
Europe?
You're thinking about Scandinavia, I believe.
Yeah.
You're talking about Europe.
You're definitely Europe.
You're saying
but
like Scandinavia, like the Nordic region, I guess.
Nordic region, yeah. Talking about like how bad racism is there.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because it's all white people. It's
Yeah.
like it's like 99.9%.
but it's like
people.
the black population there is just absolutely totally mistreated. And I'm hearing these things. I'm like,
that's
good
so
lord,
bad.
this sounds like the 50s in the U.S.
So
And that's today. We are very blessed and lucky.
People
for
give
what
us
we
a lot
got
of
here.
shit, but like most countries are not nearly as diverse as the U.S. in
Yeah,
any
correct.
capacity.
But the other thing, to bring it back to, there's a lot of supply chain issues, like we were talking about.
Yep.
And they're making jokes like, oh, America's going to actually have to live like Europe and like only get things that are available. And me and Chris were like, you just like, can you? Oh, and Chris was talking to a lady who's from Mexico, who's in the United States for 3 months, and she only has the opportunity for one COVID shot.
She have one vaccine. She
I'm
doesn't-
sorry,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Wait,
one vaccine.
there she in her home country.
Yeah, so
she
she's
can only
from
get
Mexico.
one.
She can only get the one. She can only get AstraZeneca
in Mexico.
In Mexico,
Yeah, because
COVID or Pfizer's reserved for people
Which
that are
is the
over 40.
one that is not approved in the U.S.
Correct.
Yes, but,
Yeah.
and they have the Pfizer, but the Pfizer is they only have enough for the population who needs it the most.
Yeah.
And so 40 and above. And again, me and Chris were just thinking like, how lucky are we that we're in a country where we don't even have to? We have too many.
People are getting boosters right
Well,
now.
people don't want to get vaccines,
Yeah.
even though we have an
Yeah.
abundance of them.
It's insane.
Where other parts of the world would love to have that problem.
Yeah.
Well, talking about abundance, tonight we have the abundance of alcohol. And Chris and I, for our friends here, we stopped at
For all the S&P peers out there.
we stopped at Printers Row Brewing, that used to be in Printers Row, Chicago. That
Now in Jefferson Park.
now
No
in Jefferson
longer.
Park.
Yeah.
Much quicker drive.
So what do you guys think? What do you tasting
what
this?
are we
Well,
drinking?
this is more of a guessing game.
I'm gonna guess it's a malt just by the way it smells.
It's like an amber.
I know what's in here, so I can't
That
guess.
is
I'm gonna pull their beers and guess.
Not
So
a
I guess
malt.
which one it is. How about that?
Feel free. What do you taste?
Tastes like swamp water.
Tastes like beer.
Darn it! I meant to write down. I have so many things like running through my head that I want to.
Got so many things running through my mind, guys. I don't know which one to talk about first.
I don't know why you're not writing on the envelope, but
I hate you more than you'll ever know.
because I'm smarter than you.
No, because
Yeah,
you just
'cause I'm
belong
smart.
to
You
me.
know about your modesty, Chris. That's what I love about you personally. I love your modesty.
So what do you think, Joe? What
I'm
do you
just
think
smarter
tastes
than Peter. Let's be honest.
This feels like a heavy beer. I'll tell you just
Yeah.
up front. This is a beer I'm gonna have one of maybe at the beginning of the night.
like? Oh yeah.
After several drinks, I might be able to have more of these. But this is, what this
starter.
reminds me of, in terms of not taste per se, but like
Tastes like one of the
the type of
Oktoberfest
beer?
beers we had.
it's
This
like
tastes
the,
like Oktoberfest,
the
yeah.
delirium. It's kind of heavy like that delirium
Yeah.
beer.
It is a
Their website doesn't work or doesn't have one. What is
yeah. It is a
Pumpkin spice.
yeah.
it? I don't taste
I
like
would
pumpkin.
not have gotten that at all.
I didn't. I think if you now knowing it, you can kind of get a little hint of it, but it
I get the
does not.
spice. You get the spice.
I guess there are
You get the
spices,
spice, but I don't taste the. I don't taste.
but it's not like pumpkin-y.
it's more like clove and stuff. I don't taste like pumpkin at all in there.
No, not as good as Katrina's pumpkin pie on Sunday. It was
Let
insane
me tell you, the
That
making,
was-
Oh,
of, the
you were-
making of that
you
pie
were
was
there.
quite
That was-
hilarious.
Wait, what?
on Sunday.
They
at
were
the parents'
disappointed
room.
that you weren't there. We're gonna have a conversation with you and Max about not being at Friendsgiving.
My
Max
bad.
is a real disappointment too.
Yeah.
My bad. My
You were-
parents met each other.
They were asking.
My parents met each other for the first
They
time.
were asking for
Sorry.
you at that
Were you
party.
the
Like
Immaculate
literally, I had
Conception?
like 4 people come up to me like, "You guys know Joe?" I'm like, "Where's Joe?" And I had to explain where the hell you were.
They
to,
want
like,
to do
4
like a, they
people.
want to do like a 6-for-1 trade for all of us for you. And then
Oh,
like,
yeah.
get rid of them
Oh,
and
yeah.
bring in Joe.
I was exhausted.
I don't know why they decided to
By
choose
the
me
end
out
of
of
the
the
night.
3 of us, but they're like people were just coming up
You
to me.
got
I
that
was
friendly
like,
face.
You're
You
Nah,
got
the
that
hell
friendly
I do, Pat Lynn. Shut your mouth.
You're the most approachable friend. Yeah.
So-
People like
Kiss
Kiss
it.
my ass.
So So Katrina's pumpkin pie was out of this world.
That's awesome.
So, but you're not. It doesn't taste like this beer.
No.
So
This beer doesn't taste like pumpkin pie.
it definitely does
It's
not.
not.
And I'm saying Joe Pat couldn't figure out the names. And this one was Chris had a pick, so I picked one.
Oh, these are 2 different ones. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So did you mix them together and that's why it tastes weird?
Okay, well,
You're
Pat's on
such
timeout.
a negative fuck. I can't wait. I hope to God you have a much brighter outlook on this weekend.
I'm gonna all it out, Joe.
I hope so. Yeah, just let it out
So
now.
now we're just gonna leave you in Vegas.
Yep, we're gonna tie you up in the desert and leave you out there.
Nice.
We'll drop you off at the cat house. You can Lamar Odom there.
Nice.
We're gonna hang
Go
over it.
I'm going out with a
Lock them up on the roof, and then spend the rest of the weekend trying to find
Just
them.
having a great time.
Pat comes back burnt to a crisp.
Pat's like, guys, we're meeting at the Omnia for Steve Aoki, right? And we just book it somewhere else.
Dude, I am so excited for
Hopefully
that.
we can get there a little early because if it's nice outside, the Omnia has an upstairs deck where you can see the entire strip down pretty much.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait.
really?
Is that the one we went? Is this the club we went
It was
to the
pure.
first time
It was
with
pure.
John?
It was pure nightclub.
Omnia is the one.
I apologize, yeah.
Omnia is the one that always has that line. That and
Caesars.
and,
It's a
and
club at
Haka-
Caesars.
Oh, is it?
Haka-
Oh, I thought it was
Yes.
at
Yeah,
Or
that's
like
the one
right
that-
next to each other.
I believe.
But-
I believe it was called Pure before when I was there with Frank a long time ago. And it's,
Oh,
it's
Years ago.
the upper
maybe.
deck has you can see on the higher strip.
I apologize. I was thinking of the one that we went with John Leva that like was at the Palms that you literally they had like a little deck you could walk out and you could see every hotel.
Yeah,
on
the
strip.
Rio too. You can do that too. The Rio has a bar on top of the roof.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that? But it's off the strip, so you can see.
Oh, so the Omnia is at Caesar's Palace.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Sidetrack.
You remember walking up to this casino and seeing the line out the door for this place?
That was the $80.
No, yeah, I remember that.
$80 cover for the night.
That's where we're like inside
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, that's the place. Yeah.
I didn't. Nope.
I wish we could tell you to tell us any hints or tips for Vegas, but can't do it.
I was gonna ask for people to give me recommendations for like movies to watch on the plane, but
Can't do it.
can't do it.
Can't do it. Not today.
Oh,
Should have done it last week.
I
Yeah.
should've, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I had two more topics that I wanted to get to tonight. I should have wrote them down.
You should
I
have.
don't
Why don't you write them down in the envelope?
Because
like
I can't think. There's too much going on here.
a
So
lot
let's
of
finish
noise.
this up and let's get the next beer here.
Wow,
Yeah.
that
Do
poor
you want to
guy.
get to the Joe
Well,
Keenan
hold
lock of the
on.
century?
How do you guys like them? Would you drink it again? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm going. This is
I would skip this one for sure.
perfect for me for one or two.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to start this off. To start the night off.
Yeah, because you're gonna sip this. You're not gonna slam this
Oh
like
yeah.
you would.
This, you know what this is? Is a perfect date night beer for me.
Yeah.
Because
I
you're
can see
not,
that. I can see
you're
that.
not
Yeah.
rushing it.
Yep.
So you don't have to get up to get another beer.
Yep.
But you're gonna get a little bit of the butts because it's got a bit of a better alcohol content to it.
Yep.
I just think there are better versions of this beer out there than this kind of thing. Personally,
I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
like I'd rather have a Sam Adams.
If you smell it, it's got a little bit of the pumpkin to it. Which I think the pumpkin, learning from Katrina's pumpkin pie, was the clove is the big portion of it.
Katrina making that pie was quite hilarious last Sunday though.
What is clove? Is it a leaf? Is it
I have no idea, Joe. Good question.
It's a spice. It's kind of like pepper.
so it's just ground? It's,
You like
so
the
it's just-
clove?
Okay, it's okay. Got
It looks legitimately like a peppercorn.
Got it.
Google,
Oh,
what is
okay.
clove?
It is.
There you go.
It's a plant, Joe. It's a flower bud and a tree of. I can't pronounce these words. There's way too many Z's and Y's in that thing.
Pat's like, I only learned to read yesterday.
Can you read this word, Joseph?
I'll give it a shot. Let's see.
First line, you'll see which one it is when you get to it.
Clove is an aromatic flower bud of a tree in the family.
Yep, that's the one.
Miritaceae.
I was gonna say
I was
Myrtaceae.
thinking the S one was more challenging.
Syzygium
Yeah, there you go.
aromaticum. Syzygium aromaticum. They are native to the Maluku Islands in Indonesia.
Oh, you guys are too cute.
You know what's interesting about that is if that's true.
Cloves are used in cuisine of Asian, African, Mediterranean, and the Near and Middle East countries, lending flavors to meats, curries, and marinades,
What's interesting about that?
as well as fruit.
Hey, Pat, is that interesting?
No, what's interesting about that is that it's been used in like.
Please
pumpkin-
tell us what's interesting.
in pumpkin pies, which is not native to any of those regions.
That's
It's a
true.
very
So maybe
American
that.
thing.
Maybe that. I apologize. Or maybe that is just what.
Here, what
whatever
was the
contributed.
over-under for
No,
the
she
ball
knows.
game
No,
tonight?
she used clove for sure.
133.
Woo! We're in the money! 141!
Here's
It is cloves. You're right. Cloves are what she puts in there. It's just kind
Yeah.
of interesting that those that's not really something that's native at all to
It's true.
the U.S. at all.
Pat's a big clove cigarette smoker.
Here's an S&P. Oh, that's where I do.
Those smell
Everybody,
terrible.
Is that a
I
thing?
don't.
Is that a
I
thing?
never.
It is a thing, yeah.
I
look
never
it up.
smoked growing up, but I remember people getting. What was those? Were they called blacks? The
Yeah.
cigarettes?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they have
They were called
cloves.
cloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna finish that up a little bit? Get stuff on that. Yeah, Joe said.
I always think it's interesting, like how major foods of certain countries.
Yep.
Don't originate there. Like tomatoes were not native to Italy; they were
No.
brought there, and now they're like their largest like thing they're known for with their pasta and stuff like that.
But pasta wasn't. They don't believe pasta came through
From Asia.
Yeah, Asia.
Yep. Yeah.
And they just did it their own way.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of our food now, like barbecue, like smoked meats, was like a poor thing, because you were taking the toughest parts of the meat.
Yep.
And you had to
tender them.
Yeah, you had to slow cook it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would taste like poo poo.
Or it'd be like jerky, where you're ripping your.
Chewing on it. Yeah.
Kind of like our the one side of our brisket.
We were actually making brisket and jerky the same night, guys.
That was tasty to me.
Listen, I loved every bit of that.
I mean, yeah, it was good.
It
I've
was
been eating
good, man.
so thinking about. I mean, we're getting close to the holidays. We're 1 week away from Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
We got our favorite holiday, Blackout Wednesday.
Yep.
Joe won't be around. Joe will be in the Bahamas. Joe,
Yeah,
I don't know how you're gonna survive.
Joe, you go to
like a
Kokomo?
day off and then back on the road again.
I literally, yeah.
Bahamas.
Tell us how Kokomo is, John.
I leave 5 a.m. Wednesday morning.
I
I'm
will be
literally coming in.
I'll be dreaming about you, Joe. Don't worry.
Gonna do a little bit of work.
And he means a
Unpack.
little.
Wash some clothes. Go to the office. Come home. Pack my clothes. And then fly off again.
Look at this jet
Joe,
setter.
we would hope for a
Look at
snap
how
in
well
your
this
hand.
jet setter is doing. This podcast star
I am so lucky. I
is
really
jet setting,
not
kiss
trying
stealing,
not-
wheeling
Yeah,
dealing.
you missed the limousine
Yeah,
riding
you did.
part,
Yes,
sir.
sir. But those alligators are not staying down, nonetheless.
No.
These.
Joe, I want to see you in a
Cheers,
banana
cheers,
hammock.
cheers to you. Cheers to getting away.
Joe, you can't throw
Get
your
away
back.
from
You can't
this.
throw your back out ride the bull tomorrow night, okay?
Oh man.
Joe, I want
can't
to
wait.
snap.
I don't
banana
have to.
hammock.
I always get knocked off of it.
Okay, so I want you guys to sip those. Take a second and give,
Alright.
give me your thoughts on. This is the Chris did not want but got.
Tastes
Yeah.
very floral.
Wait, did not
I
want.
mentioned two, and Pierre chose the second one. This is
I
more
thought
of
the
a-
other one
This
was
is
a
more
little
like a.
tough.
This was more of a Pat Lynch beer.
This
It's
is
very floral.
You're 100% right. Yeah. This is a light beer. It has that like almost like stem taste. You know, like when you sometimes touch flowers and you touch like the
No,
the stem
I don't
of-
touch flowers and put my fingers in my mouth afterwards. I'm sorry, sir.
Just me.
I put batteries in my mouth instead.
You don't need to touch flowers, guys.
It
You know when you
reminds
touch
me.
a titty and it feels like a sandbag?
Guys, that's how movies feel.
No.
That's how movies feel.
No,
you guys.
no, you're talking about. Joe.
No, you know.
This is gone off the rails.
That's what happens when Pierre goes to the bathroom. You leave me and
30
Joe.
seconds later,
Yeah.
and it just goes off the rails.
You know when you're cooking a turkey and it comes out, like a tire. Like that's the way it's supposed to be.
You know how you cook a turkey in the microwave and it's cooked after like 7 minutes? No, nobody knows about that.
The whole turkey is shoving it in.
That actually happened on an episode of Flavor of Love with Flavor Flav. Some lady tried cooking turkey in the
Who
microwave.
thought this was a beer for me?
I believe it. Wait, they thought this was a beer for you?
Oh,
Is that what
yeah,
Peter thought?
if you looked it up, if you saw it on,
It's supposed to be like a
I-
weird.
Oh, just the
if you
just
looked
the
up on the
description?
menu and saw it, Pat Lynch would have ordered
Is
this
this
beer.
like the one I got last weekend at the Southside Blonde Ale, which was not anything the description was
Kind of.
like at all.
Your beer was way off last week.
It was not good.
I don't know.
I finished it.
So did they guess correctly?
No,
No.
Joe is like, you know how you touch a flower and then you taste it
And then
in
they
your
went
mouth
around
afterwards,
to
and I'm like, you know how a titty feels like a sandbag? That's it. No, nobody knows how.
It's got a very flowery taste. But
So
I,
it's a
I
wit?
can't- It's a wit. Okay, that
With
makes sense.
lime zest.
Yeah.
I taste the lime zest.
Oh,
This is why it's
Lime
Pat Lynch beer,
zest?
because it was a whip.
I don't taste lime zest.
I wanted the blonde ale.
It's not a
You
great
can taste
wit.
the wit. The wit's there.
I don't know.
And then the lime is way in the back.
It's missing something to me. It just doesn't come together well.
You definitely taste both.
Now that I know
Yeah.
that it's a wit, I can.
You can taste it right off the bat. The wit.
Yeah.
I taste mostly the lemon, the zest of the lemon, personally.
Okay.
What are you doing, Joseph?
I'm just stretching my leg, man. Stretching my leg.
You look like your face is like. "Argh."
Well, your face just it's getting better.
Yeah,
rather
I'm
than
no
color.
longer matching the cups.
Yeah. You went from that girl in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the blue face to now it's
It was a red face.
Yeah,
Get it
pink
right.
face.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Get it
Pink
right.
face.
Get it right.
Do we want to get into so last week Joe lost it for us.
I did. I was on like a six win streak. Yeah.
You really
All good things must come to an end, Joseph.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
Do we want to?
You want to get back up, Joe? You want to get going again?
What are the bets going to be for the weekend, boys? We doing anything crazy?
We're putting everything through the Brian filter.
Has on the Patriots, did Mac Jones hit 2 touchdowns?
No, he's only got one so far.
You mother! Come on!
It's still 13-0. So he does not have that at this point.
We're in the 4th too.
We are in the top. Yeah, fourth.
We're the
Top of the 4th.
He's got 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Come on, Mac, baby.
He's the game tracker. The Patriots are driving.
They are driving. Okay.
Jay Myers with almost 8 points.
I didn't start him this week.
Because he was a bitch last
the
week.
bench. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Sorry.
There you go, Joe. Oh, Joe gets some pumpkin
Oh, I get some pumpkin
Katrina,
pie.
stepping up with the pie.
Thank you so much.
If I had known that was in the fridge, I probably wouldn't have lasted this long.
Yeah, that pie was insanely good. What are you laughing about, Pepsi?
Okay, that is very hot. I'm gonna give that a second.
You know what you need though? You need a mound
Cool Whip.
of Cool Hit.
Whip. That's Ready Whip.
Cool Hit.
That's Ready Whip on that.
Cool.
The can is Ready Whip.
Cool Hit.
Cool Whip. Why are you putting
Chris,
so
you
much
got-
emphasis
Chris, you
on
got
it?
it. You got-
Chris, why was
So we don't have Chris's Tig Ol Bitties this week, but we're gonna have Chris give us some thoughts on some games here real quick.
Yeah, we're going to give some thoughts.
Oh man, this is gonna be some interesting things in Vegas here. Like,
This-
these games are not good this week.
There's nothing better than listening to Joe try to eat something that's way too hot for him.
I can't wait to lose.
I'll go with it.
I'm not sure it's gonna be winning.
Too hot.
I
It's really
regret
a
it.
disappointment that New England's playing
I
right now
regret
because
it,
that
but
would
it
have been a good
tastes
game
so
to bet.
good.
I would bet that game hard for the plus side.
You know what I think? I think Buffalo being a 7.5-point favorite against the Colts, I think that's going to be a closer game than you think.
I think the Colts could cover that game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who's
The
that?
Colts, the Bills are at home versus the Colts, and the Bills are a 7.5-point favorite.
I have a question about the Bills.
Yes.
What's the name of their quarterback?
Josh Allen.
He was supposed to be like hot stuff.
Which he is.
He's having a pretty good year.
He's having a
He's
pretty good
Peter's
year.
favorite quarterback.
I mean, a lot of it has to do with the team and what they have available and stuff like that. But is he like?
he looks pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
The big thing is him is how is he going to age? Because he's a big runner, and if he takes too many shots, can he age well? It'd be a big. Right now he's young, so he'll be fine. But
So he's like Cam Newton, right?
Two
Cam
other
Newton was
games
known
I'm
for
very
doing that.
interested
he
in.
doesn't run quite as much, but he's got a little
Okay.
similar.
Two other games I'm very interested in right now is New Orleans at Philadelphia. If Alvin Kamara plays, Philadelphia's a 1.5-point favorite. I think New Orleans could possibly win that game on the road.
I think this Chargers can cover the 6 on.
I have New
on
Orleans
Steelers,
winning.
That one I'm not too sure of.
in LA. Yeah.
But I mean, with Najee Harris, I think
the Chargers can put some.
I think
Here's
the one. I'll give you the one that I think is a little bit. I think the one that's a little bit better.
Let me do one thing. Why? Because half the defense for Pittsburgh has COVID right now.
Oh, does it? I did not know that.
I think Watt and somebody else and like 3 guys.
The other one that I'm quite interested in that I'm seeing right now is Green Bay at Minnesota, and Green Bay's only a 2.5-point favorite.
I think the Cardinals being only 2, or the Seahawks being 2.5-point favorites with,
All right,
with
they're
Kyler Murray
2.5.
possibly coming back. Yeah,
I think the
taking it
real
all day.
question is how much of that Green Bay stock did you fellas buy?
Oh, I forgot
I
about
bought
that.
about 700 shares, even though you're only limited to 300.
Wow.
Okay, so wait. So Chris has given us. He gave us
I would take.
The Bills.
the Bills.
I take the Colts to cover
Colts.
the Bills.
That's
I think
good.
this.
That's good bet.
I
That's
think
good
the
bet.
Saints. If Alvin Kamara plays, I don't know if he's going to play
Okay.
yet or not, but I would take the Saints over Philadelphia if Kamara's playing. And I think Green Bay is going to take Minnesota. I don't think Green Bay 2.5. I think they're going to.
They're 1.5 on mine even.
1.5.
Yeah, they're
I-
one.
There has
don't
got to
know.
be something. Maybe it's because Aaron Rodgers with his phantom toe injury.
I don't know, I mean, they don't believe in AJ Dillon able to run the ball. I don't know
No
what's
idea.
going on there.
Okay.
Vikings have found ways to lose close games.
Keep that in mind and we're going to use all that on the at the old betting parlay.
I'm
this
doing a
weekend.
5-team parlay and putting $25 on it and see what happens.
Nice. Way to go, Pat. Joe, do you have your lock?
So much different from when we put $10 on bets back in the day.
Oh yeah, and we'd be very scared.
I've
We'd
got.
be
I've
so
got-
pissed if we lost.
I have
$10.
I have an allotment for the football betting.
Where are the Bears playing?
They are playing at
Yeah.
home against the Ravens. Ravens are 6-point favorites according to my thing.
I was gonna pick the Ravens. Yeah.
They are 4.5 right now. Looks like.
Okay. Well, my lines could be old.
I'm gonna pick the Ravens as my lock of the century.
The Joe C.
Of the
lock
Bears?
of the century
That-
is the Ravens
Oh.
on the road over the Bears.
I
Yep.
take that too. Bears suck.
Oh really?
I don't know. I think
I like the upset. I'm going to go with the upset.
Are you putting on your? Are you picking them?
Joseph,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to make a bet with you.
Okay.
I think the Bears upset the Ravens. Shot on the line.
What does that mean?
So if
Take a shot at-
you pick the Ravens,
Oh, you're saying just
Yeah.
in terms of winning.
yeah, just in
Okay.
terms of winning. I'm
This
betting
Sunday?
Joseph a
So
shot.
no covered points here. Just
No.
straight up.
That's what I was confused
No,
on.
Straight
because
up.
that's too easy for like if it's 6 or 4.5.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
Just making sure the clarification.
No,
is
it's
If the
literally.
Ravens,
I think the Bears are going
it's
to
a
win.
straight up bet.
Yeah.
So
I like this. I like this. This is fun.
Bears,
I don't bet
Bears
very
win,
often.
Chris is gonna have a whiskey shot, or Joe's gonna have a whiskey shot. If the Ravens win, Chris is gonna have a whiskey shot.
Yeah.
Oh, this is at noon, so
Bet-
this game probably finishes
Oh!
at
At
like
10
4.
o'clock, so we'll be waking
So
up.
by
early.
1 o'clock in Vegas, you're gonna know what happens.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Do we want to end on some good news here?
Mm-hmm.
The first.
Of course, Pat, refrain from talking for the next 10.
Did you guys see
minutes.
on Sesame Street they had the first Asian Muppet?
I heard
Really?
about
I didn't
that,
know about
yes.
this.
I can't believe that just happened now. Like, how is that even possible?
What is the Asian Muppet?
I'll be 100% honest. I
Her
didn't
name
know
is
there
Ji
was.
Young.
I didn't know there
I hope to
was
God I'm saying that right.
race in the Muppets.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Only
as Joe
because
did.
there's so many different colors. I never
That's
gave
true.
it
I guess
thought.
that doesn't make any sense either.
I'm googling it right now. See what it looks like.
I mean, I'm sure
It
there's.
doesn't. Well, I was gonna make a bad joke.
I'm sure there's. Yeah, I'm sure there's ways you can do it, but I never
It
really.
looks like a beige Muppet.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really Asian. I mean, that could also be Lauren Davis there for a second.
Oh,
The Muppet.
oh, that's a good call. I thought that was kind of.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, you can see that like, Davis is a Muppet now.
Yeah. Especially with the hair, yeah.
Did you guys hear Britney is now finally free?
She is.
Congratulations.
This is what the world's concerned
Is she back
about.
in Vegas? Can we go see her show?
This is what the world's concerned about.
Yep.
It deeply concerned me that she was not free.
Deeply.
Deeply. I was concerned, Peter. I was devoting a lot of hours to the free to my Reddit account with
Pat-
free Britneys.
Pat has written numerous, countless letters.
I made my own documentaries.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to talk about it. This is what this.
Pat's
this
got a
made-
picture of Brittany like Helga Pataki did of Arnold in his closet of
All these posters have Britney behind them right now.
Oh, brother! In his upstairs bathroom that we're not allowed into, it's
Yes.
all covered. In
It's like Bandit.
I was like, yeah, you beat me to it.
Craziness, boys. All right, well, what? Yeah. Oh, listen. Let's let the people go on those beautiful, beautiful things. So we got the Ravens winning. We got a bet on.
We got a bet on
Bet on.
Game on.
between me and Joe.
We got some fun ahead of us, boys.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for checking us out again on this beautiful, beautiful, cold Saturday night. Check us out at podcast. Yep.
Are we doing a podcast before Thanksgiving?
Oh
Or
yeah.
after?
No, we're definitely doing our blackout. So we are doing our Blackout Wednesday podcast for sure. That's a tradition. We're gonna come in with.
Joe
some
will be in the Bahamas, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We might call him
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
in. We will be doing our podcast. We'll definitely, and we're gonna try to get it out. We're gonna do our best to get it out on Thanksgiving.
We're going to do a team of Pepsi and Brian to take your place on Blackout Wednesday, Joe.
There it is.
What a team!
Oh, there's no way. Brian's probably gonna be.
Brian's gonna be long gone. He's gonna be in like Naperville.
Brian might be.
We're going to see Brian for a month.
Yeah.
Brian might be in recovery at that
Downtown
point.
LaGrange.
We might not see Brian on New Year's.
I just
I
love
just
it.
got some emails about New Year's.
So did I.
Yeah,
Like
some stupid spin,
Yeah.
like the ping pong.
Yeah.
I got
There's
spin.
no way in hell I'm staying in that place.
I got Rizzo's. I got a couple.
Are they going to keep the name Rizzo's for Rizzo's?
probably.
Probably, yeah.
Does he actually own that bar?
No, because it
said
wasn't it Madden's? Joe Madden's bar?
No.
Right.
No,
So
yes.
Madden's is
I think-
where
the weed
Rizzo's
place
is
is
on the
out.
opposite side of.
I
Madden's was.
didn't know there was another spot for it.
I don't know.
Thank you, Pepsi.
Actually, here's a good thought I had.
No,
A
Rizzo
good question,
cannot.
because some
He just
people
put money into
think
it.
that Christmas decorations should go up like right after Halloween. When do you guys, if you do, but I know Chris doesn't, but when you own your own place,
Chris don't give a damn.
when are you gonna put your Christmas stuff up?
It would be after Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Katrina's doing hers next Friday.
after
I know
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I guess after Thanksgiving.
When am I doing it? Never. I don't do it either. But Katrina does.
Yeah, I never do. I will say though, this year
Well, you finally have a window facing the front of your building that you can.
I
the
didn't even
street can
think
see.
of that.
You guys can rearrange furniture, Joe. We need a big Christmas tree.
Didn't even
right
think
there.
of that. But I felt like I completely missed Halloween, and I was like, I should have just like thrown some decorations up around the apartment. So
The
I
old
at
apartment.
least feel in the spirit of it. So
Where's
Yeah.
that? Where do you guys do any? Pat, where's the Thanksgiving decorations, bud?
Oh, they're to be determined here.
Dude, there were people on our block the day after Halloween. There was Christmas stuff up. It was also 70 degrees, so I think that was a lot.
probably the time to do it. Just set it up. Don't turn it on. Just
People
leave
had
it there.
the Christmas tree decorations up in middle
August.
of October.
Yeah.
Part of me,
Labor Day, they had the Christmas trees going up.
part of me thinks that's like a thing you do when you have kids, because it's like it's so
Yeah.
much more enjoyable for them. You
That
know.
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I never
But
enjoyed-
it
I
does
never enjoyed
make
it.
me want to. I do want to decorate more. I've never decorated for any of it. I got a tree that was about
Yay, big.
5 inches tall, and that was my first Christmas tree in my when I moved out.
It's Joe's bonsai tree. That little
Yeah.
thing he puts on the table. He puts
I
a
have-
little ornament
yeah.
on it.
That fucker's dead.
Oh
How
no,
do you
man!
kill- you killed the bonsai
You're
tree?
like Lauren.
I
Lauren
killed
has
the
killed
bonsai.
every plant.
I kept it for 2 years, but I tried to change its soil, and I did it in the wrong time of year, and it died.
That's you got to be real careful about
You
that.
really have to be careful.
Super
yeah.
careful, Pat. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Get that green thumb. That green thumb.
You want to hear the good news?
What's up?
Yep.
Kicked the field goal, not touchdown.
Yeah, that's some real great news, Pat. You jerk. Now I'm gonna have to listen to this a whole way.
Woosah.
Ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen,
you're
this
a
is-
real negative bitch. You know that?
Thanks, Joe. I didn't want to say it, but it had to be
I
said.
can't wait to get Peter betting advice all weekend.
You ain't gonna listen to it.
We honestly might only have two hosts next Wednesday. One might not come back. One might be deserted in a desert. And or killed.
You might have two
Patrick
special
DB
guys.
Coopered out of the plane. I don't know what happened.
I will open the door. Bye, Pat.
Yeah.
Bye.
They're not supposed to be open, Peter.
Oh, you're going. Is that okay? So here's we're just gonna keep because we're so
Yeah,
good at
let's go.
ending
Let's go.
and to the podcast. The best part was last week of the podcast. If you haven't checked out episode 58, it's actually a really fun one.
So doozy.
But the ending is great. On Southwest, this is gonna be my first Southwest flight.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's first come first
You
serve.
just pick your seat. Yep.
Are the first seats that are chosen usually the more extra legroom ones like that?
No, so I've taken Southwest now multiple times, and people really do. I mean, there's no first class, so all the seats are the same,
No.
except for the exit row. And I've been in some like farther back groups, and some people don't take the exit row at all. So
I'm assuming they want to be closer to the front of the plane.
I guess maybe. I guess, yeah. It's weird. I would have
Because
expected.
you want to be one like the first people off.
There are
like,
certain places you would kind of expect people to be, and as I would go in, no people.
It
Some people
must be
just
just that follow the rule type mentality where like you get into a plane and this guy like it's your first row, second row, first row. Second
I just
row,
want,
third
like,
row,
It's
third
window
not
row.
like
around.
that. It is spread out.
Oh,
It's
people
like-
just go all the way
It's
up.
like a shotgun
Oh, really?
blast. It just goes everywhere. Like you'll see one person in an exit row. You'll see a couple people up front. You'll see one person take
I
the
see.
back, or a bunch of people take the back.
Okay.
It
Will be very interesting.
follows
I'm actually
no
very,
logic.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see.
Yeah.
I took Southwest once to Omaha. It was like half empty plane anyway, so we could kind of sit wherever we wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this flight, there's absolutely no way this is going to be half empty.
Me and Sarah, when we've flown, we've been separated in terms of like because we checked in at different times. We've always been able to find a seat next to each other,
Okay.
except for one flight, which was completely packed. But even then, it wasn't. Yeah.
But we're all lined up together. So
Yeah, we're all in the same.
I got to finish me of the full flight though. Go out there.
Yeah, there'll definitely be a full flight. We'll get lucky if we get 3 seats together, probably.
Yeah.
I think
So,
we'll get.
We could
through
do 2 and 2.
Yeah. Are you ready, Pat? All weekend, next to me. I hope you know.
Can I get a break from the plane?
No.
Jeez. All right. I was gonna bring some more jokes. Pantless Pat jokes up again. That clip is not doing as well. Oh no, that clip killed it.
Which clip?
The one where we talk about how you're pantless, Pat.
I'm right now. What are you talking about?
No.
No.
My eyes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast SMP. You can reach out to us if you want to see Patrick in his boxers at the SMP Podcast at gmail.com.
Hit me up, S&P peers. Hit me up.
If you got any betting tips for us, maybe we're doing something wrong here. hit us up. We'd love to get your thoughts on it. Like and subscribe to YouTube, please. That would help us out a lot. If you don't like us on YouTube, you can wait. What's it? If you don't like Big Red, you don't chew Big Red.
Yeah, fuck you.
Have a great week.
DePaul with a big W tonight. Bye.